So if there's anybody out there who watches my videos, of course there's probably a ton of people out there who watches my videos. Thanks for the 4 views that I've had on YouTube. Yes, I would love to be friends with my YouTube viewers. Yes, I would. I would love that. I'd love to get some subscribers. So, people wanted, or, one of my friends, he asked me, would I do a video about another school story, and this school story takes place. Now, my school, it used to be, they're really strict, okay, and I had a choir teacher, okay, she was kind of a, I don't know how you say it, a mean teacher. She was really mean and really rude, and, I'm going to name this video, but yeah, I want to shout out to Trap Townsend, who I guess how you say it, who watches my videos. Yes, I would love to be your YouTube friend. Thanks for watching my videos, man. Appreciate it. Now hold on, just a second. Hold on. So, this video takes place, in school, and this teacher, man, she bitched at, or fussed at everybody, I'm sorry, she, kind of raised Cain, and, whined and fussed at everybody else, and, this is where it all started. We were in choir one day, okay, and she's a choir teacher, she thought she knew it all, she thought she knew how to train people how to sing, and I'm like, you know what, you're not fixing to teach me how to, you're not fixing to do that, nope. So anyway, she thought she had the best of me. So guys, here's what wound up happening. Okay, so me, Raymond, being, the person I am and the kid I was in school, she was just, not so nice, and so in that moment, guys, in that moment, okay, in that time, in that moment, I guess you could say whatever happened, okay. So this teacher, she goes, one day we walk into class, somebody or something or some drug she was on made her so mad that morning. She was so upset that, I don't know, guys. I don't know what could have happened to her or with her, but she comes into class. She usually said good morning or good afternoon, or something like that. She comes in and she says, everybody, you're all jackasses, and then she throws a pencil at my friend. She throws it at him, and what led up to her calling us jackasses, including me, of course. She was the, and guys, I'm not trying to disrespect the teachers. Teachers, if you're out there, don't get me wrong, but let's just give her a name, okay? Let's call her Miss Marijuana, okay? I don't know where I got that from, but her name is Miss Marijuana. So Miss Marijuana was this Paul, I'm just saying, usually, she was like the Paul Blart of a lady teacher. She was big, she was kind of fat, but I'm not going to call her fat. I'm not going to disrespect her. Teachers, like I said, if you watch this video, please, no offense. But she was the Paul Blart of them all, she was everything. And she wasn't, she hated everything that you did. If you even looked around the choir room, she would kick you out. That's how strange this teacher was. Well, it got to where it was getting stranger and stranger every single day. It got to where it was getting a lot worse and worse with her attitude towards kids. One day she came into class, and I don't know, like I said, somebody must have made her really upset and everything. Well, when her house burnt down, okay, my choir teacher, when her house burnt down, Um, I hated that. I hated my choir teacher. Okay, and when I heard her house burnt, I'm like, oh yeah, like what happened? I didn't say, oh yeah, her house burnt. No, that wasn't, because it's bad when your house burns and you lose everything. And look, man, I can understand that. So that's the only time I felt sorry for this lady. I'm like, oh no, that didn't happen, did it? And she came to school the next day, and she was loud as, I mean, she's loud. This teacher is so loud. I mean, she's got an ear-piercing voice like a donkey. I mean, it's so loud, dude. Like, it's unbearable. And so she comes in there, and I'm sitting there, and she goes, what's going on? And she goes, all you kids aren't listening to me. Well, they wasn't. And I can understand the poor lady's house. She just lost her house and everything. But she didn't have to call us that name, okay? And throw pencils at us and tell us to go, do whatever we wanted. So my cocky friend, the cocky friend he is, he stands up. He says, yeah, that's why you're so fat, because you lost your house. And that's a pretty, okay, that's a pretty screwed up thing to say. Well, she just sat down. Like, my choir teacher just dropped her hands and sat down. Like, she didn't even talk to nobody in the classroom. Like, she just sat down. Like, you could see. And I could see she was upset. It was all over. But she sat down. And she's like, you know what? I quit. She sat down. And I could tell that it really hurt her. And I walk over to my friend and I ask my choir teacher, I walk over to her desk. And my choir teacher, she was so cocky. She didn't give a crap how you felt. She didn't care how you were. She just wanted that next dollar bill, that next dollar, because she's what was her name? Her name was Miss Marijuana. Okay, that's the choir teacher in Slocum. Her name is Miss Marijuana. Guys, I had to give her a name, but marijuana's a plant. But hey, I'm naming her that. I'm not using her real name. Miss Marijuana sounds pretty good. But we're all sitting in a class the next day. She walks up to my cocky friend. She goes, why did you say that to me yesterday? Why? What did I do to you? He's like, you made me real butthurt. Like, you judge how we sing. She's like, no. You guys don't get it. You guys don't get it. And you guys don't get it. I just want y'all to do it right. Well, she gave me a 60 on purpose because I forgot my shoes. And guys, can I just say something here? There were times that I just hated this choir teacher. Okay, I hated her guts. I wanted to get her fired from school. And the thing is I couldn't because I knew that my family would have done something about this choir teacher, Miss Marijuana. But I go to Miss Marijuana's class, okay? And Miss Marijuana, the kind of, I guess you could say, lady she is, she was just very arrogant, and she gave me a 60 for accidentally forgetting my shoes. It was on accident. And I'm just really arrogant. And there were times that I wanted to just guys, you know what I'm talking about. A teacher can get on your nerves. And yeah, a teacher can really get on your nerves. They can push you really far. And they can actually push you over the limit. Well, luckily, she didn't. But also I had this other teacher, okay? Now, her name, I'm not going to say her name, but she was my mobility teacher. She was very arrogant. Sometimes she was arrogant. Sometimes she was just nice as could be. Now, she was very arrogant. Sometimes she was nice. Sometimes she was arrogant. Sometimes she was nice. Sometimes she was arrogant. And the thing is that this teacher, can I give her a name? What about Miss Cigar? Okay, I don't know where I'm getting these names at, but that's good. Not saying her real identity, but my mobility teacher, Miss Cigar, was a quiet prick. She would pick on me about my family, not helping me with stuff, not doing this and not doing that. Well, for starters, Miss Cigar was just, like, she was just really butthurt, like, because she was, and that's who she was, guys. She was just a arrogant, really arrogant teacher who didn't care. And I got a story about a hot teacher that I'm going to do. I'm not going to name it the hot teacher because there's already someone up here who has that story about a hot teacher, but I'm just going to probably name it something else or just not title it. I don't know. But anyway, one day we were sitting in there and we were cooking, right? And I had this bad stomach problem and I was smirking, man. I was letting it go. You know how you fart, right? And I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean, okay? And I'm not trying to, but when you get ready to let one go, you're just gonna do it, man. There's no way you can stop it. And I've tried, guys. I really did. I really tried to stop this. And me being blind, I'm wondering, like, why are you picking on me? Like, geez, like, you're gonna pick on me? Why? And so to make a long story short, she comes in and she just flips, man. She just flips the bird, In other words, she didn't flip me off, but she says, your family don't know how to get you anything. Like, she was just being arrogant, okay? That's the way to put it. She was being very arrogant. And very, very being a bully, actually. So when she got done doing whatever the heck she wanted, and she got so, like I said, guys, if you want any more of these school stories, just comment and I'll give you another school story. But she said, yeah, your family, like, she actually told me that I smelled, guys. And teachers aren't supposed to make fun of you, okay? Like, they're not supposed to say, hey, you smell like a dog, get your ass out of my room. Like, could you just see your dog walking in the classroom one day? And your dog knock you down? And your dog knock you down when the teacher's trying to kick it out the door? I can see that right now. But, I can see that. But, like, teachers aren't supposed to make fun of you. And, I mean, guys, like I said, she told my family that I smelled and, like, picked on me, man. And I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm handicapped. I'm just going to let it go. Went home, laid down, went to bed, and I hated that lady. I hated her. I wish Talladega would have dropped her because, guys, Talladega is the one who, it's their fault. They sent her down here, because they wanted a prick. They wanted a prick to teach me, like her, like Miss Marijuana. And they wanted this, guys. They really wanted this crap. And I'm like, you know what? All right, you know what? Go ahead. Do whatever you want. Drop me. So, my senior year of high school, man, I was so happy. God, I was. Man, I was so happy. I left that teacher. I was glad the last time that teacher came. I was so happy, man. I was about to die because I was so happy for one. And then in the other, I was like, man, you know what? I'm so happy. And I was so happy that she was leaving and she was never coming to see me again. And like I said, if you're a teacher, I respect all of you. I respect my viewers. I do. I respect my viewers. So if you like this story, just comment and tell me you want another high school story, or if you want another
Music
story about
volume set to
Alicia.
100%.
If you want to, like I said,
Start record button.
if you
Start
want,
record button.
if you want to, if you want to get another story, just comment. Okay, just comment and tell me you want a story about my friend Alicia, or you comment if you want another story about my high school. Thank you guys.
Start.